What's up, guys? This is Westpoint Steve. We are doing a submission video for SGDQ 2021 of TMNT Rescue-Palooza. This is a fan-made game, and I will be going over the one of the two modes that you can run for this game. The first is the story mode run, and this is slightly different than the arcade run of the game. And so we'll go over that. I currently hold the record at 56:37, and so we will get started with this run right now. Let's go for it. Let's do this thing. All right, let's talk about this run. All right, this run has different, like I said, two different modes. It has the story and the arcade mode, and you can also practice the bonus stages. But when we start this run, we will.
What I wanted to
when
do
we start
there,
this
I
run,
did
we
it
will
way
be
too
doing a
late.
tutorial, which basically gives you the basic moves of the game. I use an SNES controller to play this game off of the PC, and this is a PC game. Came out in 2019. So if you really enjoy retro turtle games, this has a bunch of them packed all into one. So as you can see, this has similarities to Turtles 4 when you guys are practicing in the sewer or doing the versus mode in the sewer. And so this is kind of like this area right now. The turtle looks like a modified version of the TMNT 2 Ninja Turtle. It has some of the similar moves as the Ninja Turtle in TMNT 2. As you can see, the dive kick looks the same. You'll notice that his normal hit for Leo will look the same. Here in a second. We're also doing a special slash, which is similar to the TMNT 2, and you'll be doing that here to get off these robots. So you're doing this tutorial to use the buttons to figure out how the game works and all that stuff. This scoop is it from TMNT 3, as you can see. I will never use that throughout the game. As a matter of fact, I will use the turtle once throughout this run. And so we are doing a any percent idea here. The special attack here is the special attack you could do in Turtles 3 that Leo can do. And there you go. You have done well, my students. There you go. Thank you, Master Splinter. We are ready to move on. All right, let's get going. Wait a second. This is a TV show? What's going on? Oh, hey, Shredder. What's up, man? All right. Well, basically, the premise of the story is that Shredder has commemorated this whole game into stealing everybody of the Turtles' friends. So here we go. We're going to start off with the ship stage, and this will look very familiar. We're going to play with the stage with Leo, and the ship stage looks like the ship stage in Turtles 3. This is the submarine stage from TMNT 3, Manhattan Project. And so this stage is very short. It's one of the shortest stages in the game. You're just on this ship, and you just are taking care of foot soldiers for the most part. You do have to kill these guns. It will not progress you forward unless you kill these guns. I'm in this gun-looking thing here, and shooting those things down is very easy. I get another one here. This actually moves pretty quickly. Compared to the turtle itself, and the turtle itself takes a couple hits to take down these guys. This actually takes these dudes out in one shot. And as you can see, I'm going right to the door because you can hit these guys immediately from the door, which is nice because not being able to do that is not easy to do. All right, and so I got out of there for a second. All right, we have Ground Chuck and Dirtbag as the first enemies of this game. And we're going to talk about the reason why we do this first stage after this fight. So this fight's very simple. You want to try to get both of these guys together. And the reason for that is due to the fact that you can hit both of the enemies at the same time, and they can both lose health, which is a nice little feature that's built into this game. Instead of having to just, try to hopefully focus your energy on one versus the other. And so right now we took care of Dirtbag. Now we're taking care of Ground Chuck, and it's much easier to take care of these boss fights with Leo.
That was
because you can just use the normal hit and just hack away. And there you go. That's the ship stage. Boom, done. Very easy. Now, after every stage, you get characters. You get good characters and bad characters.
In his hands,
and
he's
so,
just like,
from the show, from video, from the different games you have,
he never went and grabbed the pole.
All of this stuff is packed into one idea.
So
the reason why we got Ship is for Dirtbag, and Dirtbag has this great special that I just utilized against these orangutans that I call from Turtles 2. We're in the dojo. If you're familiar with TMNT 2, the arcade game for the NES, this stage is notorious for ending runs in that game. But in this game here, it's the second stage that we focus on because we have to go for another character that we want to have for this game, for the rest of this game. And there's a good use of the special to get rid of the scorpions there. Alright, so I'm going to hit this thing here. This thing has a capsule, and what the capsule does is makes Dirtbag much bigger. And as you can see here, I can hit these enemies now with 2 shots instead of 3. And that makes Dirtbag a little bit more powerful in this regard. And this makes the tiger a little bit easier to handle. So I'm going to take the tiger out with 4 shots there, and just running into me hurts him. I'm going to take out the second tiger with my special attack, and his special attack is very powerful. It can produce multiple hits on enemies, and that helps me a ton as I'm going through boss fights and different stages of the game. And I will be utilizing Dirtbag here a few times throughout the throughout this run. So this is going to be a lot of fun to do throughout the run with Dirtbag's special. Again, I'm trying to utilize his special to reduce the amount of hits that I want to use there, but that scorpion didn't want to have it. He got hit once and didn't get hit again, but that's okay because we'll just take these enemies out really quickly. Couple of hits on those enemies and it's job well done. As you can see here, I'm going to utilize my axe here, my pickaxe, to knock out these guys. Now if I would have hit the orangutan too early, I would have gotten the orangutan off screen, and I didn't want to do that, and so that actually helped right there.
Oh, you know when it's a good stage,
utilizing that special attack on that one across the screen helped me take care of him. Instead of 3 shots, I got rid of him in 2. Alright, so here's Tatsu. Tatsu is from Hyperstone Heist, and he can be a pain in the butt. He shoots out these like things here, these like blades, these knife looking blades, and so he just does this over and over and over again. I set myself up in a bad position here. I want to set myself up like slightly higher than the enemy, and it runs similar to what TMNT 3 does, where you can hit enemies but not get hit in a certain spot. And this is the first time I utilized the
there we go.
The setup glitch. I'm going to call this the setup glitch. What I'm doing there right at the beginning to set myself up, I want to set myself up for the boss fights, and there's so many boss fights throughout the game. And what they do is they position you in a certain spot where you can't move and you have to wait for the boss to come out. Well, I discovered through a marathon I was running last year that I found out last year through a marathon that if I jump and perform a hit motion, I can get out of the position and move around and set myself up where I want to be for the boss fights. And so I set myself up just perfectly to defeat Shogun on that one. Used a couple specials and was able to get Shogun, which is our next character that we're going to use. Shogun is extremely powerful in this game. The only thing that is not powerful is his special attack. His special attack is probably by far the worst, so I will never use his special attack because his ability, his normal hitting ability is actually way awesome. There's no need to use Shogun's special attack throughout this run, and you'll see that here. All I do with Shogun is I jump around a lot, and you'll notice that I'll do a jump around in a hit motion, and I'll do also a dash at the same time. Dashing actually helps you progress the screen a little bit faster. With Shogun, a dash jump will actually make you go faster. Just like in TMNT 2, you don't want to hit the girl, the skateboarder girl, on this stage. And there I go. I do the position. There we go.
Yeah.
Actually, I call this the position glitch. So I got the position glitch again. Got myself in position where I want to set up myself for the boss fight. And I found that an easier idea to set up Tempestra is this boss fight right now, as you can see. Moving her up to the top. I don't know why this worked a little bit better in my favor, but setting her up here made things a lot easier. Got her in a different position. And other than the RNG at the very beginning where she drops down the little plus signs, the big plus signs from the sky, it wasn't too bad of a fight. I got good RNG afterwards, and that's what you want in that kind of fight, because she does shoot out lightning, and she only did it once, so that helped. And then she only did her asteroid, I guess you call it her asteroid attack. She only did that once as well. Okay, so if you didn't realize what just happened here, at the beginning of the stage I was in TMNT 2. After the Tempestra fight, I am now in TMNT 3. So we've merged the two ideas together and have two different stages. I moved the screen so fast that the foot soldiers were not on their pedestals where they needed to be, where they were supposed to come out of. So they looked like they were floating there, but that's okay. So a lot of the stuff that you see right now is from TMNT 3. A lot of similarities to that game here with what's going on. You guys got guys coming out of the poles, guy coming out of the statues here. Guys who throw boomerangs. Those are TMNT 2 enemy foot soldiers there. You got guys coming off of the poles there. Guy coming out of the sewer is similar to TMNT 3 and TMNT 2. So there's that idea. Okay, you gotta have these two vehicles sitting right here with 4 dudes each, and you just open, boom, they're done. All right, setting myself position glitch again. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. There we go.
All right, and we're facing against 3 Triceratons. The object here is to get all 3 Triceratons together and group them. And when you group them together, you want to make sure you're hitting all 3. And as I'm doing right now, I'm destroying all 3 of them at the same time, even though they're destroying me. But I got a great fight there. And was able to get that fight very well.
That's a good stage.
Good RNG there. That really helped on that stage, and it was a really good stage. Now, after every 3 stages, there's like a bonus stage here. Cuddly the Cowlick. He's like, hey, you know, let's have a bonus time. Woohoo! Yay! Okay, well, this is the best. This is the best one you get, and it's the easiest one you can get because this is all you're doing. You're just catching pizzas all day long. Now, this is a safe run, just because of the fact that you'll have plenty of lives by the end of the game. Just like the other few beat 'em ups I've mentioned in the past.
That's a tough fight.
If you watch the other ones I've talked about. Again, I love beat 'em up, so I'm a beat 'em up speedrunner. This game, you'll have plenty of lives at the end, so you don't need to worry about having a continue or a game over. You'll have plenty of lives at the end, and you'll be good to go. I predict this run to be at least 1 hour. Not gonna lie here. I think it's definitely easy to get a sub-hour run in. It's just dependent on the RNG near the end of the game, because the end of the game is very bad. It's not friendly at times at the very end of the game with the boss fights. All right, I'm in construction. This is based off of the Game Boy, I believe the Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Color game of TMNT. And so a lot of this stage is reflective of that. I believe it's the Game Boy Advance. Okay, I'm setting myself again for the position glitch. I actually found out something weird about this. So Shredder does that move right there. If I were to stand in that, I would get literally destroyed by Shredder.
Don't let that
I actually get hit by that. So that's no bueno. So I try to position myself out of the way there. But here's Cement Man. Cement Man is pretty interesting character here. He just throws cement at you. That's all he does, and he's hitting you. He's hitting me. There is a time where you can kid him in one position, but he liked to move on me on that one. So the RNG wasn't in my favor because he was moving a lot. But there's many times where I've had his fight where he just stands in the one place, and it's nice and helpful. All right, we're actually gonna do one simple skip here. This is the only skip within the game that we found. We're gonna hit this barrel, and it's gonna launch us far enough away that it actually gives us an opportunity to just clear out the foot soldiers. You'll notice that I got into like this
even though it doesn't
ravine area.
Like it saves a
in
time.
here, where like this big old like hole
Actually,
area. And I didn't get the position glitch there. That would have been very helpful on Toka and
I had to
Raja.
jump with it.
Toka and Raja are the boss fights of this stage, and these two guys can be a pain in the butt. These two guys, if you remember TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project, these two guys
Okay, we'll just move over here. That's fine.
are boss fights within that game itself. I believe actually Raja is a is like a mini boss fight in the middle of a stage, but Toka is an actual boss fight in one of the stages. And so these two guys are set up together. Perfect actually stage for this idea. Remembering the movie TMNT 2, Secret of the Ooze, it's like a good setup for those two to be partnered up together for that stage. All right, so here we go. At this point, I really don't care about the other characters in the game. I'm picking between Dirtbag
this
and
time around, I'm gonna wait
Shogun.
in.
So on this stage, I'm going to use Dirtbag.
right.
This stage here
He
has
was not the
TMNT
people's
1,
champ, that's for sure.
the classic everyone hate the difficulty of TMNT 1. This game, that game was always hard for me as a kid, but this is a nice little platforming stage here. Now I use my special for a special reason here, because there is a balloon that's high above in the air, and I have to wait for that balloon to come to get off screen for Mecha Turtle to come in. So that's what we're doing here. We are just taking care of Mecha Turtle now. Mecha Turtle is not being my friend here, but there we go. Use the special to get rid of him. And now we got the robot version of Mecha Turtle, and here we go. We are just keeping on here. Now, what I really want him to do is I really want him to stay down on the ground, because I can get more hits off. My hits can go faster when he's on the ground, but when he's up in the air, he's a pain in the butt. And so I was waiting for my special to refill, but it didn't work. Now we could do a couple skips here throughout this stage. Didn't get that first skip. You can get a couple skips right here. We're in TMNT 2, the Game Boy version right now, with some of these platforms from TMNT 2 back from the sewers, and I am going through this. So as you can see, I did a couple skips there where I wanted to skip some platforming, and that was very important. That was actually accidental find by me when I was going through the game and learning the game itself and trying to figure out like what can I do to make the run faster. And that was just an accidental setup. Now every time you lose a life, you get your special bar refilled, and that's very important, because like sometimes I'll take a death on purpose just so I can get the refill.
There we go.
And that's important on several boss fights. So like the Shogun boss fight and that one I just did with Slash, that was very important, and to get that special attack. Now, this is the only stage here that you'll actually move to the left, which is weird, because all the other stages you move to the right. So this is the only stage that you are doing the movement to the left. So this is Dimension X. We're taking out some rock soldiers there. Rock soldiers look different from the rock soldiers that you're probably accustomed to in TMNT 4 or Hyperstone Heist. They're from the Game Boy Advance version. And so here we go. We are facing off some monsters. Now, this stage actually has some look to the dinosaur stage to TMNT 4, but it also has look to X-Men. This is this is a little bit of an I believe it's X-Men arcade stage into this level. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take care of these little dinosaur-looking dudes that come out with crangs. We're gonna say, hey, you know what? Go off that cliff. Get rid of you.
Thank you.
Okay, because they normally take like 7 to 8 hits to get rid of, and it's no bueno. When you're doing a speed run, you wanna make sure you take them out the least possible hits, and that's the least possible hits. But like I said, Shogun's attack is super powerful. So here's a foot cruiser. He's a mini boss in this stage.
I love this game, by the way.
That we're gonna face. After I destroy the mini cruiser, there's 4 guys that come out, boom, and I'm gonna do my position glitch, boom, got out of it.
There it is.
So now
Got
I'm
her.
setting myself for Antrax. Antrax is gonna be the boss, mini boss here before I go up into the UFO flying space thing that we have up above from TMNT 3. So here we go. Antrax is our boss fight. So what we're doing is we're gonna take this fight and hope for the best that he throws the axe most of the time, which he's hacking away, throwing. That's a good thing because you don't want to do that move because he just hits you. I also found out that you can position yourself out of this and actually stand right here, which makes that an actual slight save. It's not a huge
That's the first time
save,
I've ever gotten out
but
of that.
it's a small enough save
cool.
when you're trying to do a 50 some odd minute run. Those little precious seconds at the end are helpful. All right, this is the first time you'll see the Roadkill Rodneys. The Roadkill Rodneys, they always come in 4s, and they're set up the same way. And you can get lucky sometimes and get all 4 of them together, but sometimes you can't. Now, that little gun thing that I was using with Leo earlier looks ridiculously funny when you have Shogun in it because he's definitely much bigger than the thing itself, but that's okay. It helps actually to move him a little bit faster, which in any case scenario, you want something for Shogun that moves a little bit faster because Shogun's not very fast at all. All right, so now we got these hairsprays from TMNT 2. And the strategy is just very simple. You just move your character up and down like this, and then boom. You just wait for it to come out, boom. Sometimes they'll come out really quick, and sometimes they won't, but that's okay. All right, set up the position glitch again, and got myself ready for the Grandador and General Trog fight. And General Trog was my best friend on this fight. He decided, you know what, I'm just going to come right here, help you out, and just hit both guys at the same time. And this is one of like the fastest fights I've ever had. This is like the first time I almost got like a sub 4 on this stage, or I believe I did get sub 4. Yeah, I did get sub 4. That was just insane how good RNG just happened. Usually the RNG is not that great in that fight because usually I'm trying to get one to come over versus the other, but General Trog was my best friend in that fight. Again, it's been 3 stages. Now we have the special stage again, where we are going to just pick up some pizzas, get some extra lives, and be ready to go for the next round of stages. And so picking up these pizzas with the skateboard, this is the fastest one, and you can get this every time. The RNG is the same every time when it comes to selecting the stages, so you can time your dive kick perfectly and get the skateboard stage every time. It is the fastest special stage between all of them. If I don't get that one, then we're looking at maybe like 10 to 20 second time loss on the next stage.
Trog said.
So now we're going to Park. As you can see, this one is very similar to TMNT 2. We have these ice blocks flying down. We have
right now
we have Manhattan. It is snowing in Manhattan, and we're in the park. We're trying to change it around. There's the Pizza Hut logo. Pizza Hut logo, if you remember correctly, comes from TMNT 2, the arcade game, the US version, and they had nice little coupon for Pizza Hut pizza during that time. And you buy the game, you got your pizza.
Wait for that to go.
And so that was the whole point of having Pizza Hut in the game. And enjoying some good hearty pizza back in the day. All right, even though I will say this, since we have some time right now, even though I will say this, if you remember the movie itself, TMNT, the first one, they ordered Domino's, so they don't get Pizza Hut, they get Domino's pizza. So it's like, what the heck? Okay, well, all right. I guess we'll do Pizza Hut, but for the movie we'll do Domino's. So anyway, at least we're not eating pizza, getting pizza delivered to a sewer. That's a good thing. All right, let's move along here. More ice blocks falling down. You had the notice that I took care of the snowmen pretty quickly. Those snow guys are very easy in this game compared to what you get in TMNT 2, the actual game itself. We're going to get the Pogo Copter coming in with Shredder shooting some orbs here. It's a very simple thing. You want to just keep them to the right because Shredder's going to actually exit stage right here. So close to the right as possible. Get him off screen, and then let's get going. Alright, Tora's the boss fight here. Tora is a lot easier in this game than he is in the actual TMNT 2 game. You're just going to have this nice little dance with him where you're just going to fight him, and he's either going to stay there or he's just going to go back and forth. So if he goes back and forth, it's actually not bad because Shogun's got a good reach on his hits. So it's actually not too bad.
Okay.
And so there you go. That's that fight really quickly. Alright, so now we're going to use the blimp to head on to some other stages here. We got 2 other stages we can use the blimp to. First one we're going to go to is the beach. Again, we're going to pick Shogun. We're picking between Shogun and Dirtbag the entire time just because they have good qualities.
So this one's definitely going to be a tough one.
If you watch me play the arcade game, I'm going to utilize Shredder. Shredder is a lot of fun in the arcade game because at the arcade version of this game, arcade mode of this game, you get all the characters. You can pick whoever you want to do the game. So we utilize Shredder in the arcade because Shredder is actually pretty quick, and he's got a special that's similar to Dirtbag but a lot better. So if you want a really fast version of it, and hopefully one day I could do crowd control with it, because that would be an interesting run to do with crowd control picking characters, because there are a bunch of other characters that you don't get to choose from in arcade that you don't get to choose in story mode. That's what I was trying to say. All right, we're moving along beach. So beach is a TMNT 3 level. It's actually the very first stage of the game.
Nice location.
All right,
where this is
555 yuck. If you want some weird pizza, I don't know if it's try it out. Call it today. Actually, as you're watching my submission video, please call that number on the screen. I guarantee you'll get some really good weird pizza. But you know what? If it doesn't work, then I'm sorry. That's just the number that they're giving us. All right. So this fight here, there is no position glitch. I can actually maneuver myself into a position right off the bat.
It's not going to work at all.
And so we are playing. We're fighting against Armagon. Okay, so he's very simple if you get this. So I'm set up to the right side for this reason, because I don't want him to get over to that left side, and I don't want to get hit over to that left side because it wastes time in the boss fight. But what I want him to do is to kind of shoot out with that mouth. That little wave thing, blue thing that he shoots out of his mouth with.
Another PB.
And so got a good stage there. Another gold split. Ray Fillet. When I started doing runs, I used Ray Fillet at the very beginning. So a shout out to Ray Fillet in this submission video. All right, we're in channel 6, guys. Hey, check a look at this, guys. We're going to channel 6. All right, we're going to channel 6. All right, you're gonna notice that here's some bugs from TMNT 1 that come into play. There is a way to get that in one cycle. I was unsuccessful.
You didn't want to run.
What I was trying to do was I was trying to jump, hit the bottom 2, and then jump to get the bottom 3. Was not successful because I did not get a sprint jump like I wanted to there, but that's okay.
Good. Good section.
That happens from time to time where you don't get the right jump there, but getting those bugs is very important because you don't want to waste your time waiting for bugs to come in, and when they go off screen, they come in a different position. So trying to hit them right away is very important. Also trying to hit these red looking bugs, but they're from TMNT 1. Trying to hit those guys right away is also important. I actually got pretty decent RNG, just didn't capitalize on it. All right, here's Killer B, and here's the tournament fighters. Hey, check this out, guys. So I found out that if I just do a normal jump over this chainsaw, that he won't be able to hit me. But there's also another position where he can't hit you. So if you stand right there in the middle, he just can't hit you. He won't hit you with his little chainsaw. So that's a really easy boss fight if you get that good RNG right off the bat, which I didn't, obviously.
We'll save
but
both of you.
You know how things are with marathons. You won't get the perfect RNG, but that's okay. We'll take whatever Killer B gives us. Okay, here's Baxter Stockman. All right, so he's similar to TMNT 2 and TMNT 4.
I say that
he's coming in with the spatula or whatever, and trying to hit you with that. And then he also has the gun that's like shoots out his goo thing. But here it is, Karai. Oh my gosh!
So you can't get
if there's one boss fight that's one of the worst, it's Karai. So we're going to talk about that.
Let's go.
We're
Let's
going
see
to talk about her in a
let's see
second. So we got to go save.
Here.
We got to go save people
let's
from
go.
Channel 6 now. They're all hanging on this train. Here, this is a little blimp. We're going to jump down off the
gives
blimp.
me really good RNG.
And
this
that blimp is actually from TMNT 2, back from the sewers. There's a couple stages where you're on that blimp and you come down from it. But here's the boss fight. Karai has this kick motion, then she has this punch motion. So she has these things going around. Then she has this jumping dive kick thing, and then she has this the electric thing that she can produce. If she does that, that's the most favorable one you want. And if you're far enough away, you can just hack away while she's still doing that. I've had runs where she's doing that electrical storm thing coming out of her.
Guys, we have chances here.
Like 2 or 3 times in a row, and it's like, oh, golden boss fight with her. But then sometimes it's just like that where you're trying to dodge her hits and you're just trying to get her down as fast as possible.
Man, I might be done with story mode the first day.
That was an okay boss fight. Not the perfect, but at the same time, still a good little stage because I still got a little gold split out of it. All right, so now we're moving on. Again, special stage, getting some pizza, getting some more lives back into the thing. Like I said, I'm going to have a slew of lives at the end here. And there you go. Again, now I got 15 lives. Now I'm going to Swamp. All right, Swamp is from Bayou Billy.
This pace is insane.
The Adventures of Bayou Billy. You'll notice this stage if you've ever played the game. I've only played the game like a handful of times, to be honest with you. But this is where it comes from. This stage in itself is that idea. The boss fight in this stage will be oh gosh, I can't think of his name right now. Leatherhead. There we go. Leatherhead. Leatherhead will be the boss fight because it's fitting because he's an alligator and this is a swamp. Or is it crocodile? Is he an alligator or a crocodile? That's a good question. Very good question. Anyway, here's a mini boss fight here. You'll see this twice. Knucklehead. This can be very easy or very bad. What you want him to do is come down and start shooting like that.
Oh, right here. Come on.
And once you find the spot, you just want to stay in that spot.
Okay, I'll take
because if you find a grand spot where he's going to do that, then you don't want to move. And that's what I found out over time, that once you figure out where Knucklehead's coming down, you want to stay there. All right, here comes the drones. You'll notice that the drones are similar to TMNT 3, not TMNT 2. They take 2 hits to knock down, but these guys are a pain in the butt because they will just move around. And as you notice, I could not hit at the very top of the screen. I could not hit the drones. All right, Mother Mauser.
Don't get in that.
Is right there, but you don't want to use Mother Mauser because Mother Mauser is very slow and doesn't move very well, and it's not a good thing. Not a good thing to pick up Mother Mauser. It is a good thing to pick up the flying things. But we got these guys coming down in parachutes. They're trying to shoot Shogun, but nope.
Yeah,
not having it. Okay, so now Knucklehead's gonna come down this time around, but I got some foot soldiers I got to deal with. Okay, got 6 hits to start off. If you get 6 hits to start off, you can do this in a 2 cycle. And I almost was able to get the 2 cycle, but I got knocked the other way.
Missed it because of the.
So I had to do a 3 cycle there. That's okay. Leatherhead, here we go. Just gonna stay on this right side here. It's very easy boss fight. He does his little thing here. He's gonna shoot these little knives at you. Again, I'm gonna stay in a spot where he can't really hit me that much. So I'm just gonna keep finding a way here. He's going to come down. He's not going to hit me with any of this stuff right here. He hits me with a couple punches. He actually killed me on this stage, which actually didn't hurt my time a little bit, but that's okay. We still got a good stage. I actually had a good bit of time I could have saved on that.
We're going to get a time save, though.
Which I did. All right, so now we're going to go to April's.
April's.
As you can see, I got confused of where to go. If you didn't notice that when you were picking a stage, it's from TMNT 1. And that's pretty cool how they manipulated that to pick the stages, and it's pretty cool how they did that for this PC game. This is a fan-made game if you haven't figured that out yet. A whole bunch of TMNT games are wrapped up into one. If you want to see a bunch of retro TMNT games wrapped up into one, this is your game right here. It's a free game. They have different versions of the game right now. I believe we're on version 1.1.2, and so the version I'm playing on is 1.1.0, and so this is the better version that we speedrun with because of Dirtbag and Shredder's special attacks. What they did to Shredder's and special Shredder and
doesn't wanna
Dirtbag's
run.
special attack was instead of getting
Run,
multiple hits
Shogun.
with it, they made it only one hit, which kills the speed run idea behind it. So that's why we run the 1.1.0 version of this game for the speed run, because it could go a lot quicker, a lot faster. And so there you go. This is actually an instance where I got all four of those roadkill Rodneys together.
Beautiful.
That's very lucky.
Beautiful.
Just gonna point
Thank
that
you,
out to you.
roadkills.
There's usually one that runs away from you, and so that's where we're
Didn't
at.
think you were
Okay, if
expecting
you haven't,
Shogun to come in here,
if you're not familiar with this stage, it looks
guess
like the
she's
stage
happy
from the
about
very
that.
first stage of TMNT 2,
Good
the
on
arcade
you
game.
from those.
And if you haven't noticed, also the most of the stages are from TMNT 2 or TMNT 3. There's a position glitch again. I got that. So
Yay!
now I'm setting myself in position to take
Got
care
her.
of Rocksteady and Bebop. Hey, fitting that these two guys are together for this. It would make sense to have Rocksteady and Bebop together because Rocksteady and Bebop are the first two boss fights in TMNT 2, the arcade game for the NES. And so very fitting that these two guys come out of that very first thing. Now, Bebop's the last guy you gotta take care of. Bebop, it can be a pain in the butt by himself, but that's okay.
Bam,
All right,
baby.
so the next thing is gonna happen is Shredder comes out, and you can actually
Whap!
hit Shredder before April does. If you wait
And
for
time
April to
save here.
hit him, then you
Ball.
kind of lose a little bit of time. But if you hit him first, he runs off right away, and so that's what I was doing there. I
What
hit
is
him
this
as soon as he
pace?
came in, so that he can go away. All right, so now we are in the sewer. We're playing with Dirtbag. Platforming with Dirtbag is kind of interesting, just so you guys know. His jumping ability is a little bit different and a little bit weird when it comes to this platforming stages, but he's a lot better than Shogun. Let's just be real there. And the reason why we want to use Dirtbag here is because of that special. That special took out the frog from TMNT 1 with ease. Okay, and notice that the enemies are from TMNT 1. The sewer looks like from TMNT 1. So this is all straight up a TMNT 1
Okay, let's not
stage
screw
here.
this up.
We're going to face against a pizza monster right here from TMNT 4, Hyperstone Heist. You could get a good one cycle there before those little bricks start falling from the sky. I failed
I'll
to
take a mess
failed
up
to
there
get
on
that
this.
right off the bat. I didn't hit him with
Not what
the
I wanted to
initial
have happen, that's for
hits
sure.
right off the bat with the special. And had I done that, he would have been done in one cycle and would have been, didn't have to worry about anything else there. Okay, so now we transition from platforming to beat 'em up looking stage. We're in the other part of the sewer, and our boss fight here is going to be Rat King.
Oh,
Okay, I
had
messed
it
up the
and then I
position
lost
glitch
it.
there. Didn't get what I wanted. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna set up the fight there. When he does his little
decided
whistle
to
thing, he
freeze on
gets
me.
these rats out. So that's
Don't
the
freeze
perfect
on
time
me.
to use Dirtbag special. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just going to hack away with the Rat King. Rat King is not. His RNG is just. This is all he does. He just jumps and jumps and jumps. Unless I get rid of those rats, he won't be in a standing position alone.
Not
But
good.
in the meantime, we get Splinter. Thank you for saving Splinter.
Not good,
So
stage
there's
there.
Rat King fight, and boom.
It's
We
okay, we'll
lost.
take the
We
time
lost several
loss.
seconds due to the fact that I messed up on the pizza monster fight, and also
all we
the
have is
Rat
the
King
van.
fight kind of gave me some bad RNG. Okay, another 3 stages, another
so
special
From
stage
here on out, I have to just
and I believe
go
this is the
fast
last one I'm going to be doing.
because
I
a
believe
lot
I've
of
done
these
4 at
stages
this point.
now
This is the
are
4th one I'm doing.
PBs.
So at this point, we are done. We are getting enough
So I
lives to
can't
get us
mess
to the
up
rest of the
on
game.
any
We
man
don't have
here.
anything to worry about. This is the only time you get extra lives
I
throughout
think
the
one
whole
of them
game.
is
By the
not a
way,
PB.
I don't know if you've noticed that, but this is the only time you can get extra lives. I believe it's like every 5 or 6 of those pizzas that you collect, that you get an extra life, and there you go. I'm now at 17
Rat
lives.
King
I'm gonna be just fine by the
sprite
time
is
the
pretty
game is
cool.
over. I could have almost up to 20, depending on how I do throughout the
Okay,
game
we
if I
need
don't
that.
lose too many lives. But I'm guaranteed to lose at least 1, 2, maybe 3
Come on.
lives. All right, we're on the van, and we're on the highway with our
Okay,
turtle
this is gonna be
van.
very
Look at
vital
that.
here.
Look at
Getting
that
this beginning
nostalgia
part.
right there. I had a turtle van back in the day. That was a lot of fun. So you'll notice that I'm going to drop off the side of the turtle van, and the reason for that is to refill
Nice.
my special attack. because
Not
whatever
terrible.
they did, they were like, hey, you know what?
This fight
if
is
you drop off the
though.
side, hey, you can lose your
Gotta
you
wait
can
a
get your
second.
special attack. So what I'm going to do here is Barney Stockman, and I'm just going to take him out
There we
with
go.
a
Perfect
nice little
fight
special
there.
and one little slap with the pickaxe there, and then we're done. Okay, use my nice little special attack to get rid of the bubble copter, and then I'm going to set myself at the end of the van, do that once, do it one more time, boom, done. Go off to the side again and get my special refilled. All right, take out these foot soldiers here. I totally thought I was going to die, but I didn't. I still have low health here, which is important because of Chrome Dome. What I'm going to do there is do that first, get hit again,
As long as he just
and then I'm going to use my
obliterates
special
me here.
refill again to my advantage. Boom, done. And so
Done,
that's
son. Get
the
outta
whole
here.
point of having low
Good
health on this stage,
overall.
because Chrome Dome is very easy and very quick fight when you die and get
I'll take
your
it.
special refill. Okay,
All
after
right,
you face
so
all the
this
stages,
stage here,
after you face all the stages, now we're going to do
gonna
like
need-
the Dr. Wily fights.
we're gonna need.
Okay, if you want to
Dirtbag.
point out this idea of Dr.
And then
Wily
it's just
fights, then
straight
yes,
up
this is what is going to
Shogun the
happen
rest of the
here.
way.
Okay, so we April's like, yay, you did it, hooray!
the time
Okay,
saves are
turtle
gonna be
power.
very
All right,
critical
the
here.
end. Nope.
We're gonna try to get these.
Nope,
time
not
saves.
happening. Krang's like, hey, no, this is not.
Very
We're not
critical time
done
saves
yet.
coming up,
Okay,
Krang.
I'm getting very annoyed. So yes, okay.
Try not to lose too
So
much time.
Krang brings out
be
his
the key.
minion. You know, we're gonna come out with Krang here, and we're gonna fight a gigantic Krang. And we're
Gonna
gonna
need
use
it.
Dirtbag to do this. Okay. And right off the bat, we have to hit this spot right here. It says hit. Okay, it's very convenient that you say hit. Okay, I'll hit that spot right there. Okay, I didn't get a good fight here, as the turtles are also trying to help with the blimp and shooting a big missile at Krang here. But I didn't realize I was facing the
turn
wrong
around.
direction. But finally, we are done with Krang.
Goodness sakes,
Now we're gonna
that's
get
the slowest I've ever
inside.
had to deal with that.
We're gonna get inside
Wow.
and now take care
Wow,
of
we're gonna lose like 10 here.
Krang on the inside, and you're gonna see how fast we're going with this. Dirtbag is really fast and quick. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a dash attack to speed him up. And so what I'm doing here is I'm hacking away, and then I'm gonna just use my special attack and get hit across the screen
Got her.
and get back into it. Now there's conveniently a little hole over here. So you know what? Hit him once with that. I'm gonna hit him again with it. Do a couple more hits. Get my health refilled. Go down in a hole. Refill the special attack, and now I'm
Okay,
ready to
ready?
go. And then I'm like, you know what? Let's just jump down there for kicks and giggles. Now after that Krang fight, and as you can see, that was a TMNT 2 stage with the car. We're now facing against the Technodrome Scout. All right, so now we have to wait. We have to hit the eye here, and so the eye is off screen right now, so that's why I'm doing some jump attacks right now. I'm trying to get the eye, and I'm waiting for this platform to come. Once I get on this platform, I can use my special attack, and then I'm just going to hack away and finish off the scout. Boom, done, and that is the fight.
bad.
It's a lot faster with
I'm gonna lose a ton here. I'm
Shredder,
actually
by the
pleased
way.
with that.
Shredder takes this guy out in seconds. It's ridiculous how fast Shredder can do that. And Shredder can move really fast.
Straight
if you
up
thought moving
Shoguns.
along, they'll get rid
we
of
go.
that
Straight up Shoguns.
that ruby thing, the break that ruby thing in
Shoguns here
Krang
to finish her
was
off.
quick with Dirtbag. With Shredder, it's a lot faster. Shredder moves pretty quickly in this game, so you'll see the arcade version of this game and you'll be like, oh wow, this is a lot faster. Yes, the arcade's actually 5 minutes faster than the story mode time. One, because you don't have to deal with the tutorial, and two, you get to use Shredder instead, and Shredder will move a lot faster and platform a lot easier for us when you watch that run as well. And there you go. All right, I'm going to set up a position glitch here. Krang is watching a movie. He loves his soap operas. You know, he's crying. He's enjoying himself. Man, I hear you, man. Oh, it's tearing me up as I'm watching him. Oh, and then he realizes, hey, we're on to him, and so we're gonna move on.
One of my
Okay, so this
favorite parts
Technodrome
right
stage
there.
is from
Especially when you can get the
TMNT3.
two guys,
As you can
when
see,
you can your
we have
player
these
to get over
platforms
there.
here.
Found out
We
how
got
to
these balls falling, but you'll see
manipulate
here
that.
in a second that you're gonna have drones
you do
again.
a jump slash at the same time.
And this is similar to
once you
TMNT 3
land-
because drones come down in this similar section here.
This is gonna be crucial.
You set
here.
yourself on this platform,
Oh, no.
and you can hit a couple of these guys. Sometimes they won't shoot at you,
Get that last set out here.
and sometimes they will, just like that. And so I got to jump around and try to get these guys. Better RNG there.
Okay, not terrible.
You can get that a lot faster. All right, so these are the C3POs. I call them C3POs whenever I play TMNT 3. They shoot. If they shoot their gun, they shoot repeatedly, and if you get caught up in that, it really can cost you some time because you can get stuck in it and you can't get out, and you'll just die, and then you'll have to reposition yourself.
4 or 5.
But glad I didn't get caught up in all that fire there, and we're okay. We're okay. All right, got some rock soldiers to take care of. Pretty simple and easy. Take care of a couple of these foot soldiers. Moving along. Now we're getting on the conveyor belt. All right. Now we're gonna move along.
Let's go.
All right, and there's
Okay,
this
the new
nice little
scale tail
safe
fight
corner
is actually
right
pretty
here.
easy setup.
If you get hit by one of those orbs, you get
don't have to wait
electrocuted.
for 'em to come out.
But if you
Just
stand
set
right
this
here,
self
you will
up
never get
fight.
touched.
The shredder
But
fight,
you
the
gotta
shredder
wait for
fight
these
is
foot
actually
soldiers to come
pretty
in,
good
and then
too.
once these foot soldiers
How to
coming in,
manipulate
then
him
you have a chance to
on
get
just
electrocuted,
jumping to
like I
one
just did.
side.
And you get a chance to see what Shogun looks like when he's electrocuted.
So, already decent fights.
All right.
Here that will save.
There you go. Trying to get back into that corner
Let's
spot
save a
again
ton
so I
of
don't get
time
hit,
moving
but I'm
forward
getting
into
hit
this
several
run.
times, but we're okay. Now it's slowing down. We're going to move on to the next section here.
And here we go. We're gonna set up for this.
Okay, Scale Tail is the mini boss fight to this part here. Here's some more C3POs here. Got rid of them. C3POs with guns. Can
Okay,
you
what we're
imagine
gonna do is we're gonna set up for the
C3PO
Scale
having
Tail
a gun
fight
in Star
over
Wars?
here.
All right.
We're gonna let him
Anyway,
come
here's
at
Scale
us
Tail.
over
This is what I
here.
found out with his fight. If I stand right here, and he does this like shooting orb thing,
And for some odd
it'll come
reason,
down from the sky instead of
he
on
just
the
gets
ground,
stuck
and
here.
you'll never get
And then
hit
you
by
don't
it.
get hit by
That's
that
actually
bomb
the
that
new
he
fight
throws
that I
out.
found.
So that's a pretty easy fight.
Through the marathon. It was really funny to
considering
watch,
what it
and we're
used
just
to
like,
be.
oh gosh, I should have just done that originally.
Trying to set up. the
I also
shredder
found
fight
out a
here,
new
you want him to
idea with
come
this
over to
shredder fight
you.
over here.
And there we go.
If
Right
I can
there.
get him set up to one side,
And there
just
you go.
like this,
So what you do is
he
you
goes
set
to
him
the other
off the
side. He
screen.
just keeps going the
So
wrong
now he got
the
him-
wrong
oh,
direction.
dang it.
Normally he'll go away from you if you try to set up
Come
the
on.
one direction, but if I
You
go
had you where
lower
you
down
wanted
the
to
screen
be.
where there's no wall, you have a greater chance
go.
of
That's-
having him jump
we
to
go.
the side that he's
You wanna set
on,
him off
and
right
keeping
there,
him
and
to
then
that
the
side is a
bam,
lot
it's
easier and a lot
Pretty
better.
easy. If you
So
get the
another
walls
mini boss
off the-
fight,
if you
there
get
it
him
is,
away from
Shredder's
those
done.
walls, he gets
Now we're
stuck
in this kitchen
deciding, hey, I want
where
to
we're
shoot
gonna
right
face
there.
Pizza Face, who's the actual main boss of this first stage. Okay, if you want to
Good
call it like a Wily stage,
section
as you
there.
will, parentheses Wily stage.
Oh, I got hit
Okay.
with a knife.
So we're in this pizza kitchen. I guess we'll call it pizza kitchen because hey, we got mutant pizzas throwing pies at
Pizzas.
us.
Want them to converge like this.
They go down, and when you kill them, you can actually refill your health with them because they'll come out as a
Not
pizza.
terrible.
Then we got some bananas.
Bananas
No,
the
we don't
same
have some
way.
minions running after them. That would have been funny if they had some minions running after them. But we got the bananas.
And
They've
then
been
this guy
peeled.
just goes,
And then you got this one guy we kill, and then boom, Pizza Face is
Whack.
in there. Pizza Face
And
is
then you
actually
got your
a
fight.
really easy boss fight. He does this the entire time. He either does his big old butcher knife, or he'll shoot his leg at you like that. And if he shoots his leg at
Nice
you
fight.
most of the time, that's
Gotta
really
lose
good
just a little
RNG.
bit of time.
So it didn't have too bad RNG there, but it was all good. Okay,
We're
now we're
fine.
getting up to the
Okay,
like I said,
so the
Wily
rest of this
stages
game
because it does
here,
this. There you go.
We just got to make sure we get
All
Shogun.
right, so
in.
we are going to do
We're
a
golden.
platforming stage with Shogun. This is why
This
we
stage
don't
is
do
actually
platforming stages
faster
with Shogun.
Shogun,
Because
believe
in
it
the
or not.
arcade, we'll actually use Shredder because Shredder is a lot
It's due
better
to the fact
at
that
this.
he just
But for story mode,
destroys
we'll use Shogun because
everything
one,
in front of him.
his damage is a lot better, but his platforming is not good. So as you can see, I'm trying to land the platforming much
Oh gosh.
much to my failing here. We got spikes I'm landing on. I'm not
Or we can just
I am not
do
doing
this
too
all
good
day
with the
long.
platforming here. This record could go a lot faster. I have not attempted
gosh, I
it.
can't jump.
Attempted too much for the record since then. but the platforming for
Okay, that
Shogun
was
needs to be
not good. We're
improved,
gonna
and
lose some
this
time
would
here.
definitely be improved before a GDQ fight, GDQ marathon, definitely
Not
for
where
sure.
I wanted to be.
But here's
Unless he gives me
Scratch.
favorable RNG
Scratch is the
here.
boss fight here. Scratch just gonna get pummeled by Shogun. Let's just be real here. If I used anybody else, you get pushed back,
I'll take
but with Shogun you
being
don't.
behind you like that.
And throwing his little chain ball is a little easy.
Okay, we really need to go
manipulate, and there you go. He's actually from Radical Rescue, TMNT 3 Radical Rescue from Game Boy, and so there's that. All right,
Aw,
so this is more TMNT right
Wonder if
here
there's a
in
way
this section.
now to get
It's
the,
got the Technodrome TMNT idea here.
oh,
I wanted to
no,
die
it
right
does-
there
It just sets you that way.
because it was
Shoot,
not
we're
working
gonna
out for
lose
me.
a ton of
I should have just
time
taken my time on the platforming, but once I get past it, I can just do this the entire way. Taking a nice little hit there to give me a nice little damage boost is very helpful. Just going underneath these, I just take out everything in one shot except for those little shadow men guys. All right, here we go. Big
your
Mauser.
mouth and
It's
we gotta
called
get
Big
going. Here
Mauser,
we
but
go.
I like to call it Mega Mauser. You just how
going.
fast Shogun just takes care of it is just
Oh, that
unbelievable.
was very
Shogun
crucial
can actually do this stage
because-
faster. I've originally have done it with Dirtbag, but Shogun can do it faster than what I showed right here in the world record run.
very poor stage there.
I
Okay, let's
have
bring it home.
done it a lot
Bring it home.
faster than that. But anyway,
bring
if
it
there's
home.
any time to save, it's going to be time to save right there. All right, finally, we're on the last stage again. Shogun's our character here. We're going to
go.
be in the Technodrome.
Bring her home, guys. Let's bring her
Okay,
home.
we are in TMNT 2 Technodrome at the moment. And so we're going to be facing off. We got these nice little shooter gun things. Got the nice little lasers coming across. That looks like lasers from like TMNT 4, TMNT 2. Well, not the actual lasers from TMNT 2, more like the actual arcade game itself. And so moving along here, here we go. We got more of those guns. We got the laser coming across. And then we got these roadkill Rodneys who decided to come out and play. The cool thing is that when the enemy hits that laser, they get hit themselves too. Okay, hairsprays one last time.
Oh,
Just go up and down like
Come
so,
on.
and just wait for them to come out. Boom. Wait for them to come out. Boom. And the third one, there we go. Sometimes they come out fast, sometimes they come out very slow. It's all RNG based right there. Can't predict when they're going to come out.
all right.
That's why you
You
just
just
go up
move
and
right
down,
here,
just
you
wait,
won't
and
get
then
hit.
boom, you get them done. All right, now we're on this platform. We're going
And,
up,
I want to make sure I'm running.
watching
here.
these balls that try to come down. You just stand over here, you won't get hit.
Okay, we're gonna have
I'm just having
Triceratons
fun
coming
with it, jumping around, you know, having a good old time with it. And then after you're done with this section here, we're going to deal with some Triceratons. Now these Triceratons are a lot easier than the actual boss fight itself. Those guys, when they get hit, they get knocked back, so it's not as hard as the last 3 that we had to face for a boss fight. There's a nice little quad there. And now we have a boss fight. War. He is from Tournament Fighters. Woohoo! So there's a couple of Tournament Fighter references in the game. A few bosses are from Tournament Fighters, and then so we got this one from Tournament Fighters, and there we go. Almost
Yeah,
done
but I
with
knew that
this
was gonna
boss
happen.
fight.
It's okay.
And he's not giving me the best RNG. Most of the time I could get Gore RNG on that, but it just didn't happen. All right, now we're near to the end of the game. The first boss fight we get here is Shredder
Okay.
and Krang. This is TMNT 2 right
Set
now
down
that we're
here in this
looking in.
corner.
And what it
Bring
looks like here.
both the
And what I'm
Shredder
trying to do is I'm lowering myself
both
into a
Shredder
position where I can get
and
Krang and
Krang
Shredder
together.
together. Again, I want to merge the two
And
bosses
hopefully you don't
together
get a
so I
jumping
can hit them
Shredder
both at the
like
same
he's doing
time.
me
When
right
they're both
now.
together, it's a lot easier. It's easier to handle.
Actually,
And you
keep
don't have to
going,
worry
Shredder.
about trying to run after one versus the other.
Yeah.
Okay, first boss fight done. Krang is getting out of
Okay,
here.
perfect.
Shredder's gonna
Not
get
bad.
up and he's like, you know what, this is real stupid. So let's get this going.
Okay.
He just teleports up in the air. He's just like, you
I'm gonna
know,
pick up
it's
this
just gonna go
pizza
up in the air.
Right at
Just
the
gonna get up.
fight. Ow, no.
All right, so I'm gonna pick up this pizza.
This
This pizza is very important because I do not want to have low health when I do Super Shredder next. So here we go. We're going into TMNT 3 look for the boss fight now. So this is what it looks like in
We have
TMNT 3.
about a 50-second time advantage here. Good RNG will.
And so he's
going
going to get the
a good run.
reference
here.
to the toilet from the Technodrome, the toy Technodrome, if you guys ever remember that. Anyway, so this is Super Shredder from TMNT 3. I want my full health because I found out there's a death glitch. If you run low on health and you die at the same time as a enemy dies from a hit, you get stuck.
Dude,
so like how Shredder is shooting this lightning thing up in the air, if you get hit by that and die at the same time, and he dies at the same time, you get caught in this animation and you just stand right there and that's it. It's game over. You can't get out of it. You can't do anything. So here we go. We're going to face against Krang. What in the heck is going on? Question mark is coming. Well, it's Krang. Krang is in this big old thing. So we're going to face Krang here. And what you want him to do is do that. You want him to shoot
keep doing
the entire time and stand there. Well, once he starts hopping around, it doesn't get in your favor. But if he starts shooting, then that's what you want. Okay, there you go. He's jumping around again.
Krang, be gentle.
I'm just like, oh, please stop moving. Stop moving. Please shoot. There you go. Shoot again. One more time would be lovely.
One more time.
And he does. He's about to. So there you go. Krang is done. This thing is going to blow up. All the explosions are coming from TMNT 2, TMNT 3. Look-alikes there. And here we go. We are facing against Cyber Shredder to end the game. The real Cyber Shredder, and there's a ghost one. The real one is on the left. And time will end when Cyber Shredder, last hit on Cyber Shredder. And so here we go. We're going to just go at it with this boss fight. What I want them to do is, again, I want to try to keep them kind of together. Even if I get rid of the original Cyber Shredder, the Ghost Cyber Shredder, it doesn't matter because I could still have the two guys converge, and I'm still hitting the one that I need to hit anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then boom, there's the last hit. There's the new record. I can save a lot of time in the last two stages of this game. I could probably get it down to a 55 if I wanted to.
Terrible ending to the run.
Because I lost a good, what,
that's the
50 seconds between Pizza Face and the end of the game. I also had about almost a minute and a half of time
but
at one point, so it can still be improved. Definitely can still be improved, and it would be cool to see if we get the world record during the GDQ. That would be a lot of fun, a lot of cool things there. Anyway, here's the epilogue. As you can see that that you have this right at the very end, like at TMNT 2. It's very similar to that idea.
56-37.
So it's all over. The game's over. We did story mode. Congratulations. But here's the real reason, the exact reason why we want this game into a GDQ is because of this.
I wanted the world record to go a little lower.
So let's see if you guys can hear this.
We could probably shave off another minute or so. But the RNG, I mean, you're getting into a huge RNG fest right at the end. That Krang fight,
I don't know if you guys can hear it yet.
Not a good fight to just deal with.
I don't know if you guys can hear it. But at the very end of the game, we are singing Pizza Power. And if you remember anything from TMNT, like stuff from many years ago, back in the 90s, late 80s, they did what like a stage show of TMNT. And one of the songs was Pizza Power, and that's being sung right now at the very end of the game. So you get a full-blown everything. Let's listen to Pizza Power right at the end of the game. And all of this stuff that you've been seeing here throughout the whole game is all classic TMNT, retro everything. Like, you get this whole shebang of retro game, retro TMNT.
The arcade one.
The when you pick your characters, from where you pick your characters, like on the back of the toys themselves, like that's that nostalgia of selecting a character. You have your UPC and all that kind of stuff. When you're picking the character, it looks like you're buying a character at the store. You have this music from back in the day. You have references to the ooze. You have references to many TMNT games, from Game Boy, NES, Super Nintendo, even the actual arcade game itself. This person mixed in a whole bunch of retro games It's a whole bunch of retro games in this one package. Like if you are a TMNT fan, and I'm sure many people watching GDQ will be TMNT fans, they will love this game. And they would want to get this game. I guarantee they would want to get this game. It's a free PC game. You can find it. We have a Discord, a TMNT Discord that has links to this as well, that people can pick this game up, start playing it. Even the different versions of the games. There's so many different versions of the games that we have downloads for as well that we can share with you. But again, I play on the 1.1.0. And well, so this is a great game. A lot of stuff going on here that would bring back great memories as a kid for many people. And I promise you that you will get a great run out of this. A lot of fun stuff out of this run. So please consider this run. And if not, maybe consider the arcade version, because arcade version is 5 minutes faster. But either way, let's have fun with it. Let's get some TMNT going in this GDQ, and I promise you this one will be one of the fun ones you'll have. All right, thanks for watching, and have a great day.